Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. This quote was said by Mahatma Gandhi, 8th of August 1952. Yes, Quit India Movement.
Quit India Movement, also known as August Kranti Movement or Bharat Chodo Andolan. This movement was a turning point in India's freedom struggle. It was launched at the Bombay session of the All India Congress Committee by Mahatma Gandhi on August 8, 1942. Gandhiji was the leader of this movement. Many Congress leaders including Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Abdul Kalam Azad was also a part of this movement. The main motive behind this movement was to put an end to the British rule in India. Quit India. Mumbai's Gwalior Tank Maidan is the place where Mahatma Gandhi delivered his speech marking the beginning of the Quit India movement. In his speech, Gandhiji called the nation to do or die. We shall either free India or die in the attempt. We shall not live to see the perpetuation of our slavery, Gandhiji said. The movement gave the slogans Quit India, Bharat Chodo, Go Back Simon. In 1939, the British Governor-General of India, Lord Linlithgow, involved India into World War II. The British wanted to send Indian soldiers to fight for them. In order to get cooperation from the Indian national leaders, the British government sent a commission called Cripps Mission. Its talks between Cripps and Indian leaders failed. The Congress rejected Cripps' plan as he did not give immediate total self-rule. Immediately after the failure of Cripps' mission, Gandhiji called for Quit India movement. Within hours of speech, almost the entire Indian National Congress was imprisoned without trial. Several leaders were arrested. The Congress was declared as an unlawful association. This left the movement in the hands of younger leaders like Jai Prakash Narayan and Ram Manohar Lohia. Aruna Asaf Ali, the grand old lady of Indian independence, despite several police warnings and government notices for banning public processions and assemblies, a large crowd gathered at the Mumbai's Gwalior Tank Maidan where Aruna Asaf Ali hosted the Indian flag. Quit India movement had three different phases. In the first phase, there were strikes, demonstrations and processions. Mahatma Gandhi was imprisoned in Aga Khan Palace in Pune. Several other leaders were also detained by the Britishers. In the second phase, they showed peace and support for this movement. The Quit India movement saw peace and rebellions marked by destructions of communication systems such as railway tracks and station telegraph fires and pole attacks on government buildings. The third phase began in September 1942. Mobs bombed police in places like Bombay, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. The Quit India movement was the spontaneous participation of masses compared to the other Gandhian movements. This movement made the British realize that the Indians could not be suppressed for a very long time. The British refused to grant immediate independence. They said it could be only after the World War II has ended. Finally, the British granted Indian independence. India became free at the stroke of midnight on August 14, 1947. Since then, the Indian celebrates Indian Independence Day on 15th August 1947. This day teaches us the power of unity among Indians and how it can strengthen our nation. We pay tribute to all Indians who went through the struggle and fought back against the British government.
With this, we conclude. Thank you.